like to give your introduction, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Kusum. As you know, I hail from Haryana. I hold a master degree in business administration along with a diploma in software. Currently, I am a homemaker and mother to two wonderful kids. During my spare time, I work on polish my English language. These days, I am very passionate about it. I am a travel enthusiast and I'm not in reading and writing. I absolutely. So that's pretty much about me.
Okay, that's great
Hmm.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would love to hear more about you.
Of course, as you know, my name is Mahima Shukla and I'm from Uttar Pradesh. And if I talk about my academics, so currently I'm
Hmm.
pursuing my master's in English literature. And simultaneously, as you know, I run a
Hmm.
YouTube channel also. And in my spare time, I also love listening to podcast and to music. I'm also a travel enthusiast. So
Hmm.
that's a bit about me.
Okay, that's nice. Good to know. So which place in UP?
Like my city name is Fatehpur. It comes
Oh,
between
Fatehpur.
Prayagraj and Kanpur, if you aware about that. So yeah,
Yeah, I have been to UP, but like Mathura or
Mathura.
Vrindavan. Yeah, few places I have explored, nothing much.
5 hours
Hmm.
of difference from my place actually to Mathura and Vrindavan. So
Hmm.
yeah. Okay. So as you mentioned that you are also a travel enthusiast, so definitely. So tell me, like, what are the places have you visited so far?
I am extremely fortunate because I have explored many places in northern part of India. I have been to Delhi, Punjab, Haryana. In UP, I have explored few places, as I mentioned you, and I have visited Rajasthan, specifically Udaipur, Mount Abu. Apart from it, I have been to MP and Goa. Yeah, Goa is one of my favorite place. Yeah, I have got a chance to explore USA, Houston, but now I have my bucket list. I love to explore Kerala and Kashmir.
Same
Yeah.
here. Like I also want to go Kerala. Kerala is in my top, list where I want to go first. But unfortunately, I'm not able to go because of some reason. So hopefully, maybe next year I will visit there also. Okay. So what do you like most when what kind of places like hilly areas or beaches? So what do you enjoy most?
I have experienced both mountains and beaches. So whatever comes my way, I love to explore that, right? Because I have been to mountains, Rajasthan and Uttarakhand. I have explored Mussoorie, Dehradun. They are mountain places. Even I have aquaphobia, but I love to explore those places. And I went to Goa, so I explored many beaches. And this beauty, some beaches are so picturesque. I can't express in my words. They are so ineffable. And but one thing, I am not much adventurous person, but I went there with my husband. So I tried out different adventures like paragliding, parasailing, and there are some boat rides. So I
Okay.
really enjoy those places. Yeah.
I can't even think about that because I have aquaphobia, so it's not possible for me to even think. If I
Uh,
watch only just like a pictures and all, then it's very fascinating, and I feel like I also want to do it. But when it's come to reality, so I take a back step.
Yeah, no, if you go with like your family, then definitely you would love to explore. If you have someone who can motivate you, encourage you, you can do, then definitely it motivates us within. Yeah, we can do it, right?
Mhm. Maybe definitely
Hmm.
I'll try.
And yeah, and there are you will be enjoying Goa. Goa is really superb, and few beaches are so overcrowded. I'm not recall their names at the moment, and but some beaches are so quiet. you will find like very few people over there. When I went there, my husband and I was there only. We were two.
Oh,
Yeah, they were so, yeah, it was so peaceful and so breathtaking and really mesmerizing. I'm feeling nostalgic when I, you know, yeah,
happened.
mesmerize those places.
We talked about like those memories. So like we always feel nostalgic, to remember those sweet memories. So I definitely love because like there was a time when I was in Maharashtra. I tried many times to visit Goa because it's not very far from Maharashtra to Goa, right?
Mhm.
But it
Mhm.
couldn't possible. But especially like during this winter, like especially Christmas to New Year. Oh my God, Goa vibes is completely different, right?
Yeah,
All over the street and all.
different.
So, in which
Hmm.
season did you visit Goa?
I went in the month of February.
February. Okay. So was it
February, yeah.
cool there or it's like moderate weather?
Weather was moderate. Yeah, during daytime it was bright sunny, but mornings and evenings are quite pleasant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
So if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you like to go?
Anywhere in the world, right? Not in
Hmm.
India.
Mhm.
There are many places actually where I would like to travel, of course. But among those, if I have to choose one place, then
Hmm.
probably I would consider first UK because already I can say many of my acquaintances who was already living in London. So whenever they post their pictures on Insta and Facebook, so those are always fascinating, right? And I feel like
Hmm.
going there. So yeah, that's the reason. First, I would love to explore UK, and after that,
Hmm.
there are many countries: Singapore, Germany, right, and many more under my list. And what about yours?
Okay, if I would get a chance to explore, I would love to go to Switzerland because
So,
I have heard a lot about it. It is, its beauty is really mesmerizing. It is snow. There are lots. There are snow-capped mountains and historical monuments, and backwater is there. I have never experienced backwater. Even it is in Kerala, uh, but I would love to explore in Switzerland. It must be different.
right, right, of course.
Mhm.
Every, even a state, every country has their own uniqueness, right? So, like, I
Mhm.
personally feel like as much as possible, everyone should try to, explore the world. And even in India, there are many hidden gems, right? Where even
Yes.
those are not
Mhm.
maybe somewhere in a, not in a Google, not somewhere, but when you go, then you realize, oh my God, how a beautiful place it is. So, definitely. Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
go
just
on, please.
okay, as we are connecting very first time, so we like not we actually, I definitely want to know about your English journey. So when did you start and how long have you been, learning? And so because whoever going to watch this video, it's going to help them, right, to know your journey.
Yeah, yeah, pretty sure. I embarked on my English journey about a year and 7 months ago. At that time, I didn't have any idea how to start, where to start. Then I joined English platform. I had few classes there. I got my valuable feedback and what techniques I need to follow to learn this language. And since then I am working on my communication skill, but my speaking my practices revolves around only listening and speaking. As I mentioned you, I'm not into reading and writing, so I am cultivating this habit, but I'm not able to do, I guess because of lack of time, because my kids are young. When we read, we need a calm place so that we can focus on the words sentence structure, but I'm not able to do at the moment. But when it comes to elevating my level, I give my 100% towards it. I leave no stone unturned to achieve my goal and fluency. So I'm very particular about it. Yeah, that's all about my journey.
Wow, that's beautiful actually. But it's of
Mhm.
course like completely fine, like because like most of the time, if I talk about myself, like I'm also not into in writing part, but yeah, I do enjoy reading, and which is
Hmm.
something not like the day one I was interested in. No, I have cultivated this habit over a time of reading books. So
Mhm.
nowadays, I can say it's one of my favorite hobby, like reading a book.
Mhm.
So I guess when you start like reading, fiction and non-fiction, so maybe it takes some time to, incorporate that
Mhm.
new habit. So probably not, you're not into it, but maybe later on in future you will also incorporate this habit because reading is something is also going to help a lot.
Yes, yes, I'm thinking the same exactly as you are thinking. I know reading helps in building good vocabularies and get to know about good sentence structure. Even then, I'm not able to take out time for reading. I bought last year I bought a book of Sudha Murthy. I haven't completed it. So you can see how I feel. It's so monotonous for me.
No, no, I
But
understand.
let's see.
Actually, it
Hmm.
resonates because it happens with me sometimes when it's come to writing. I know that. So overall, you are amazing. You are speaking fluent English, so it's fine actually because listening is something is also very important, and you can learn a lot of things by just listening. So which is something already you are doing and you are speaking. So I can say it's enough as of now. Later on, maybe you will try to pick again this habit.
Yes, true, true. Listening is effortless for me, right? If I'm cooking something, then I can turn on any video what I like, and when I'm doing any chores, so I can manage listening. But for reading and writing, I have to put my efforts, and I cannot do it. Sometimes, after completing my all work, I feel so exhausted and completely worn out. I don't feel like doing anything by the 8 p.m. I just want to relax, but it's not possible when you have younger kids.
Correct.
So, no worry. Yeah. So, you
Correct.
tell me about your English journey. Yeah. How long have you been speaking and putting your efforts towards it?
Um, if I talk about my overall English journey, so it's been more than a year for me, and
Okay.
1.5 year you can consider. Like, but earlier I was not a consistent user, like on and
Hmm.
off, like whenever
Hmm.
I got time, then I tried to using any platforms and talk to someone. And then there was a time when I took a complete break from my practice, maybe 1 month, 2 months, like that. So I never count those time like I practice serious ones. But when someone is asking, so I have to say it. Otherwise, people are going to maybe shock how someone can learn this language within a 3 months. That's not of course possible for
Hmm.
everyone.
Hmm.
I also
Hmm.
started my journey from a scratch where I couldn't frame a proper sentence in this language. So later on, I
Hmm.
have what I can say, the cultivated like a lot of good habit like reading something and listening, and most of the time, whatever I have, I dedicate to only learning. So that's how something is like going on. But I'm
Hmm.
consistent with my English journey. It's been 4 to 5 months only. 5 months you can consider with serious practice. Earlier I was on and off, like once in a blue moon, like that I did.
Hmm. Okay, that's nice. Good to know. Okay, what motivates you and keeps you going?
What keeps me motivated, keep going? My own progress, nothing else. Because of course, because if you uh, like uh, the reason behind why I started my YouTube channel only just keep track my progress, right? Because if you have some videos where you compare yourself that 1 month ago how you were speaking and now you are speaking the way, so of course those things is conspicuous in my videos. Okay, so I don't have to ask to someone, please tell me that rating of the way I'm speaking, correct? So everything is
Mhm.
a clearly visible. So those things motivates me to keep going in my journey. And another is like, of course, as I just recently completed 1K subscribers and my channel also got monetized. So these are another things because I honestly that the moment I started my channel, I never imagined this day also would come in my life. So if
Hmm.
others people are also expecting from me to provide the good content in my channel, so yeah, these things are definitely motivated to keep going.
Yes, yes, good to know. And I believe motivation comes from within. No one can motivate us for a long time. If you have some spirits to do, no, nothing can stop you, right? So you should have a burning desire to do, isn't it?
Correct. To fall in love with
Mm-hmm.
this language, we don't have to, take it as a burden. This is a subject. No, don't treat it like a
Mm-hmm.
subject. Just a beautiful language, and as much as you immerse yourself in this language, you are going to love. And these things I can say I understood very late in my life. Earlier, I used to, you can say take it as a just only subject. Okay, I wasted a lot of time only to understood grammar, like hard grammar concepts, which is definitely not going to work if someone is a beginner. So I can say like
Mm-hmm.
basic knowledge of tenses, of course, is required. I'm not denying it. But apart from that, whatever you want to learn in grammar, you have to give your time to first understand this language. And once you're comfortable with this, speaking and listening part, then you of course go good to go with grammar portion. So this is my can say my strategy. I'm not sure for maybe it's for you, maybe someone else is like the strategy is going to work. But for me, these things I can say it worked for me.
So yeah, I completely agree with you. And what happens when we start our English journey, so we can see our progress like just at a snail's pace. It's so minute. I would say it is negligible, right? So some of the learners they quit it in the between. They see we are not doing great and they take a break. So after a certain period of time, they again start their journey from a scratch. So this way we cannot learn anything. So I always tell beginners when if you want to learn any skill, anything, you have to be consistent with it, right? Consistency and patience are the ingredients of learning anything, right?
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
You tell me, what
Hmm.
is one thing, you never get bored of doing?
Sorry,
Mm.
what is the one thing? I never get bored of that.
Get bored of doing, right?
Okay, is it your question? What is the one thing I never get bored of that, right?
Right.
I these days it's English. I am obsessed with it. So whenever I get time, I just work on listening and speaking. Because there was a time I felt depressed and devastated. I have nothing to do after raising my kid. When I was raising my kids, at that time I was, despite having degrees, I used to think what I will do in future. Right, being a homemaker, there is a no designation for that. No, you can understand. So people take it as a granted, right? So I thought I would do something in future, whether I have to do work from home. Then a year ago I started working on it, and somewhere encounter English everywhere, whether I go to malls, visit any hospitals, PTMs. And I used to think, what if they speak in English me, how will I answer them? Right, so English was quite challenging for me. I faced a lot because of English. When after marriage, I went to mall with my husband, and attendants, there were a lot of attendants. One of them approached me and said, "Hi, what are you looking for?" I just greet her, "Hi," and try to move ahead. I didn't answer it. So my husband answered her, "Yeah, we will just have a look, no problem." So there were lots of situation I felt I had learned this language earlier, but everything comes with the time, right? All things are not in our hands.
Correct, right. There are times when, comes and something trigger you, right? And when it triggers that, definitely you are going to learn that. It can be anything. It can be any skill I'm
Yes.
talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah, sometimes
sir.
I also I could learn this language, very early in my life. It
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't possible. So it's okay.
Yeah, circumstances push us to move forward, right? Something triggered us, then we start learning.
Right, right, correct.
Yeah. So when did you realize you need to learn this language?
Uh, Actually, I started my journey when, like learning this language, if I talk about, especially when I was looking for a job. So,
Okay.
because if you want to clear any interview, of course, you have to learn this language. You at least have to proper knowledge, like how to introduce yourself. So, I was not capable of doing those things also that moment when I completed my graduation. So
Hmm.
from there, my journey started. Like I started preparing my to myself just for an interview part first. And as soon as I got a job, then again I quit my practice. I thought I would not going to use this language anymore. And again, when you try to switch your job, then again this language comes in a picture, right? So, like in my second job, when I was working in a UK-based company, right? So, like there, I found it everyone speaks, flawless English, I can see, because most of like from native speakers, and though I had a very less interaction with them, but whenever
Mhm.
I can say joined any meeting and all, and the way they were talking, so those things actually was very fascinating and
Hmm.
intriguing, I can say. So from there, I made my mind, okay, now I'm also going to learn this language, and I'm also going to sound confident, because this is the only hindrance in my path, and if something is holding me back from my, whatever I want to do, right, in my life. So that was the turning point in my life.
Okay, that's nice. Good to know. And one thing I have noticed, you speak English quite well. And we have started journey about a year and 6, 7 months ago, right? But you are not fumbling. I think you read books. That is the reason. What I feel.
Um, I'm not sure whether actually, yeah, I read a book actually. It's correct actually, and I read aloud actually. I don't read it like glance, no. Because the day I started reading books, so I made up my mind and made this habit. Like I want to read aloud. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter whether people are going to say me and what they are going to think about me. They probably think I'm a crazy, so let them think, because my motive is I want to improve. And if they don't want to
Yes,
listen, so they can, leave that room and go in another room. So that's how I do. Yeah, it's
yes,
it's
you are
my
doing
habit,
great.
especially consistency for a 6 month. I'm reading every single day book actually. And it doesn't matter, sometimes it's vary of the time if you have free time, so I can read for 15 minutes and 20 minutes also. If I'm in a rush, so that day also I try to make sure at least read the one page.
Hmm. That's a good habit, and we should read aloud. That enhance our pronunciation, vocabulary, sentence structure, and give clarity of thoughts. How can we speak each and every word clearly? You're doing great. Hmm.
Yeah, you must also doing amazing, so don't doubt yourself actually. It's amazing because now you have a lot of responsibility, but along with that you are able to manage these things very
Mhm.
beautifully actually, I can say.
Yeah, so this is my passion, and I would say obsession. Right? When you're obsessed with anything, you can do it well. Right? As I mentioned, I don't enjoy reading, so that's why I'm not able to do it well. Right? So speaking is really, I enjoy it when I connect with YouTubers. Hmm. So what is fluency for you?
Fluency. Um,
Yeah.
Actually, earlier I used to think like when we speak too fast in this language, it's called fluency. But later on, I realized no, it's not like always. Like we can't say like when I'm speaking too fast, it's a fluency. No, if you are able
Hmm.
to articulate your idea and thoughts, and another person is going to understand easily, so that is
Hmm.
something called fluency. And if we don't fumble and if we don't feel stuck somewhere, right? So
Hmm.
those all things is I can say as fluency for me. What about yours? What's your take
Yeah.
on it?
Yeah, it is pretty much same. Fluency is not just about speaking fast. It means speak with clarity, articulate your thoughts in a natural way, the way we speak in our mother tongue, right? With at proper ease and comfort, natural. We need to sound natural. So that's fluency for me,
Correct.
right?
Correct. And we all should only
Mm-hmm.
focus on, the way we speak, and we just try to make them another person understand whatever like our message and thought is. And
Mm-hmm.
forget about like if you are speaking very slow in a pace or very fast, because sometimes in our mother tongue also we speak very slow, like the pace I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's completely fine. It doesn't, like, I know there are people who has this kind of mindset. If they have that kind of mindset, if they speak too fast, then only they can call themselves they are fluent in this language. But there's some misconception I can say they have. If they speak too less and if they don't have a
Mm-hmm.
filler in between, so that is also called like fluency. You have a good command over this language.
Yes, yes, true, true. Fluency is about a connection, not perfection, right? Now, I'm conversing with you. We are building a good connection, right? Like whatever I'm saying, you are getting the same way, right? If you are able to understand each and everything, what I am saying, that is fluency, right? It is not about perfection. If I will say advanced word and good sentence structure, that is fluency.
Correct. But it's not like if
Hmm.
you are telling me something and I'm instead of like answering that question, I'm beating around the bush and talking here and there, right? So it doesn't make any sense for
Hmm.
that another person. So this thing we
Hmm.
have to make sure. Otherwise, then rest of the things is it's good actually.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. So, what is one piece of advice you would like to give to the beginners?
Ah, ignorance.
Hmm.
I can say like once they start their journey first, and the most important thing in the first place, they have to start listening and consuming a lot of English content, because listening is something ultimately is going to help a lot, because I started my journey with only listening, right? And once you okay with listening, then of course at the same time you start speaking. I'm not saying like you are going to talk with someone like from day one. You can start talking to yourself, you can record your own video, right? You don't need any
Hmm.
person for a practice. There are many people who make the excuse they don't have anyone to talk, so they can't do the practice, but they can do if they want, because I did in the same way earlier.
Hmm.
So these things I can say they can do, and once they feel comfortable with these things, we can start interacting with others.
Yes. So, I beg to differ in this term. I would say to the beginners, whatever you know, like if you know few phrases, you have to start speaking first day. If you know what you do, I'm cooking, I'm going to the market. What you know, you have to start with small phrases or sentences, right? So speaking is the main pillar. After that, you can start listening. You consume what you like, right? It's not necessary you have to watch English movies. If you don't enjoy, you can detest it, right? What you like. If you love to enjoy, I love to enjoy English conversational videos, and I am learning from there. I don't know, I'm really into it. I'm decline, even I sometimes I want to skip it, but at the end of the day I watch 2 or 3 conversational video each day. So I think what we enjoy, we should watch that, we should consume that content. We should not take it a burden, right? I have to listen to English native speakers. No, it will not work, right? Make your journey interesting.
Correct. Correct. But
Hmm.
I,
I think we are running out of time, right?
I also don't want call get disconnect abruptly, because I feel bad about that. So is there
Yeah.
anything would you like to say?
No, nothing I would like to say. I have told everything. So, okay, how many minutes are left? Do you have any idea?
Well, actually, I also got a reminder. 3 to 4 minutes. I guess probably, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
3 minutes. Yeah, three
Okay,
minutes.
so no problem. Yeah, so tell me, what do you do for your vanity? I know it's a bit off the topic question, but no worries.
What do I do for my identity?
Yeah, because your face is so radiant and glowing. That's why I ask you.
No, you are looking also very beautiful. I can that's like I can see like that glow in your face. In my case, I can say use of course good cleanser, good toner, moisturizer, and sunscreen. That's all I do. I can say if someone say you have to put a lot of makeup in my face, so I feel very annoying at the same time. It's very frustrating because I'm not good with that. So I know only how to apply foundation and of course compact powder. That's all. And whenever I go on any birthday party or any marriage function, that's all I do only. Yeah. So
Okay, that's
these.
nice. Mhm.
Yeah. And in your
Yeah, I'm not
case?
I'm not good at makeup to be honest. I just know how to apply sunscreen and little bit lipstick. Even I don't know how to apply eyeliner. I love I
Also,
love to do put makeup, but I can't do it. Sometimes I wish I had learned this earlier, but not possible. You know, whenever there is any event or a wedding, I have to go to the salon to get ready because I'm not able to manage it. And
and my
at home, I just
Mhm.
apply sunscreen and leave my hair open. So that's basically I do.
Correct. Yeah. I remember those days whenever I also go in any function, and I always need to
Mhm.
ask my cousin, and if she's I can say quite younger. Yeah. She's now 18. Yeah. And she knows everything, how to apply, liner and lot of makeup stuff she knows. And I always ask her help, like, could you please help me with like, this thing, because don't I don't have any clue about like a makeup, like being a girl, like sometimes feel like it's the same. Actually, if we don't know like at least basic things, right? We should know because if we
We
go
should.
any part and all, we always can't like think okay, let's go to a parlor or somewhere to get ready.
Mhm.
No, you know basic steps, right?
Yes,
So
yes. Yeah, I have tried plenty of times to learn it, but I'm not able to do. I think I'm not interested in it. That's why I can't do it well.
whenever I feel like doing makeup and want to go somewhere, so I watch few beauty tutorial on a YouTube
Mhm.
and then I try to follow the same step. And
Hmm.
sometimes it works good actually. At the same time, it's like, of course, as you know, like when we try to experiment something, so it's totally
Hmm.
opposite happens. So, but it's okay. I'm happy with whatever I have. So,
Okay, so you keep experimenting with makeup. I can't do it. I'm very particular about my skin. My skin is not healthy.
yeah, sensitive skin actually. I also have like if I
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to I can say, change my moisturizer or a face wash, anything. So definitely I have to also think before that, several times because it's not every
Mhm.
product is going to suit my skin, no. So
Mm-hmm. So no worries. Yeah, we these days we don't need to put lots of makeup all over the face because when we click picture, we have good cameras. So these days I just avoid it. Right.
uh, okay,
Okay, now we can wrap up our session, right? It can
right here.
disconnect at any time.
Mhm. But it was nice
Love,
speaking and thank you so much for joining me today.
yeah, lovely talking to you, Mahima. I really enjoyed this conversation. Bye
And have
bye.
a wonderful evening ahead. Bye bye. Take care.